What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Prize Picks video. This one we're talking about the NBA for Wednesday, November 12th. Stay tuned to the end to hear all of our picks we have in this one. And we want you guys to join up in the Dynamo Discord. We're opening it up for free right now, so get in here in the chat channels, talk about picks you're liking, see other picks that some people are liking, and just chat about betting and sports. Earlier today, I was saying in the free channels that I like Ace Bailey and Filipowski. They had some huge games and currently sweating out the picks from last video. Need Jokic to get 7 more assists. It's halftime as I'm recording this, so hopefully we can sweep last video. And we do post in the free VIP picks channel free picks for you guys every once in a while, so definitely get in here to check all that out. If you guys want all my picks plus all the other cappers we have in here, daily picks from us, just posting our favorite plays, you guys can use the code on the screen to get in here at a discount. We've been crushing it in here. We had a 9-4 Sunday, 12-2 with an NBA day a few days ago, 10-2 with another Monday Night Football day, another 10-2 NBA and NHL day. We've been crushing it in here, as you guys can see. 16-4 massive day. So if you guys want all the picks for me, plus a bunch of other cappers we have in here posting our favorite plays daily, you guys can get in at a great price. Just click the top link, come to the monthly or the weekly, and then click join. Enter that promo code and apply. It's a great time right now with NBA, NHL, NFL all in full swing. Definitely check out the Discord. We're opening up the free sections right now, and then also if you guys want our daily favorite picks, we post in there every single day. You guys saw the crazy streaks and records we've been having with our picks in there, so let's get into the picks for this one. For the first one, I'm going to go to Mikal Bridges. I'm going to take him over on his PRA at 22.5. Definitely one that I could see bumping here, and I can also see some of these Knicks players resting on the second leg of a back-to-back, and potentially having Mikal Bridges play an increased role, increased minutes here, but I still like this one in a matchup that should be fairly close against Orlando, who hasn't been great this year, but they did get a win in the last game. And I think this game's going to be a little closer than people think, with the Knicks coming into this on a back-to-back and potentially some guys resting on that second leg. So I do like going to Bridges. And if you come over to Outlier, they do have a free trial that'll be linked in the description if you want to try them out. I use them every single day for all sports to do research. You can see Bridges, they have him at 22.5, but a lot of sites have him at 23.5 on the PRA that I've already seen. You can see so far this year, he has hit this in 6 of 10 games, but games that have been massive blowouts, he hasn't been playing a ton of minutes. If you look at the minutes, when they won by 36 a couple games ago, he played just 27. This game against Washington, they won by 17. It actually wasn't that close. He still played under 30 minutes, so you can see games where he's played 30 or more minutes. He's actually hit this in 6 of 8 games, and you can just use the slider. In that case, it was easy to just figure it out yourself, but when there's a ton of games, you can use the slider. And like dating back to last year, you could see 58% of games all year he went over this, but when he played 29 or more minutes, he hit it in 57 of 94, 61% of games. And then also, if you exclude the last 4 games in the playoffs, it's actually a much better hit rate for Bridges as well. And then you can look last year in games, like I said, maybe some of these guys rest on the second leg of back-to-back, like Brunson. So last year in games without Brunson, 17 games, he hit it in 14 of 17 without Brunson. So definitely higher usage without Josh Hart. He hit it in 3 of 5 without Towns. He hit it in 8 of 10. So if one or some of those guys rest, the usage and hit rate should go up for Bridges as well. So I'm liking this one. A little lower line than I've seen on other places. Definitely one I could see bumping. We already posted these plays in the Discord, though, so you guys can jump on them if they do get bumped. The next one here I like going to is De'Aaron Fox. Taking him over on the points plus assists. He's come right in and has had 2 very solid games for the Spurs after dealing with the injury for the first couple of weeks. And I really like him on both these lines, the points and the assists. His points is at 19.5. Assists on a Goblin is at 4.5. So if he just hits the Goblin of 5 assists and gets to that 20-point mark, he's going to hit this one, or he could go for easily 6 assists and get like 19 points here, but I like him on both, and I like the combo definitely at a lower combo line here than you would normally see for some lines like this. And Fox has just fit in super nicely with the Spurs already, like I said, in 2 games. And coming up against the Warriors, who are on the second leg of a back-to-back. Hopefully they can keep this one close and competitive, because they didn't against the Thunder, but some other guys may not have played as big of minutes for the Warriors, so they could be a little fresher here heading into this one against San Antonio. But you can see on the season 27 and 26 on the points plus assists combined, and not huge assist numbers for Fox so far, but the points have definitely been there with 24, 21, which is good to see. But the potential assists were definitely there in the last game. He had 10 potential assists in this game against Chicago, only ended up with 5 assists, but easily could have had 6, 7 assists in this game. Last year, absolutely a smash of a line, but obviously played most of these games with the Sacramento Kings, but hit this in 74% of games. So we can just look at games last year that he played with Wembanyama, and actually is a pretty small sample size, but he hit it in 6 of 7 games with Wemby last season and was playing a good amount of minutes, and I think could see an uptick in minutes in his third game now, and hopefully what's a competitive game against Golden State that should be running their guys out there again. I'm definitely liking this spot for De'Aaron Fox. I think a pretty good matchup, good spot for him. Only a 4.5 point spread right now in favor of the Spurs, so I think a good one to go to. He's played the Warriors a ton over his career, being in the same division as them with the Kings, obviously. Very used to them. And if you guys are just playing on PrizePicks, you have to be on Parlay Play. Check them out with the link down below because you get $5 free in your account and you don't even have to deposit. But I play over here even more because the payouts are just higher than PrizePicks. I have 3 exact lines that are the same on PrizePicks right now plugged in. We're getting a 6.9x multiplier. You guys know on PrizePicks, that's just a 6x, so you'd win 120 on your $20 bet, but over here $20 is going to win 138. So you're basically missing out on $18 every single time you are placing a slip on PrizePicks versus Parlay Play, and you can find these higher payouts all over the place with all sports. NFL, they're even higher. You can get 7.5, 8x playing the same exact lines. And you can start with a massive bankroll because they match your first deposit 100%. So start with a huge bankroll, try them out for free with that $5, and just win more for playing the same stuff. Absolutely no brainer to try out Parlay Play. They are linked down below. Now let's get into the next one. And for that, I'm going to DeAndre Hunter on the under of the points plus assist. Just a super high inflated line for DeAndre Hunter here. But Cleveland is either resting or has guys injured in this game. So DeAndre Hunter is going to be one of their first options on offense. But I think Miami knows that, and they're going to try to shut him down. This one potentially could be a blowout in favor of Miami. Never want to say that against Cleveland. But without Donovan Mitchell and a bunch of other guys, you could see over on Outlier, they already have a bunch of these guys ruled out. So looking at Hunter, you could go look at games without players. So Garland's out, Mitchell's out, Mobley's out, Jalen Tyson's out, Larry Nance questionable, Strus has been out all year. So it's basically going to be like Lonzo Ball, Hunter, Dean Wade, Craig Porter, Jared Allen is still going to be there. Potentially Larry Nance, Sam Merrill's still going to be playing, Tyrese Proctor. So Hunter could be in line for a bigger offensive role, but I just think way too high of a line. I mean, so far this year, he has gone over this 3 of 8 times, and 2 in his last 2 games with 29 and 23 and 4 in this game. So, I mean, went over it by a half in this one, and this was an overtime game where he played a ton of minutes. He played 35.3 minutes in this one in an overtime game, and was able to get there by a half. I mean, he's going to have to score a ton of points. 4 assists is a really high mark for him as well because his points line is at 22.5, and then they expect him to get 4 assists as well. So that's why I like the points plus the assists. I don't necessarily think, even with all these guys out, that he's going to have a big boost in assist numbers because I do expect guys like Lonzo Ball and Craig Porter Jr. to be playing the bulk of the minutes at point guard and still handle the ball for the most part. And I just think an extremely high line. Last year, he only hit this in 13% of games, 9 of 72 games, and he was playing a good amount of minutes last year as well. So I just think too high of a line, too big of a bump for Hunter based on these guys basically being out in this one. And we want to get you guys in the Dynamo Discord, so join up for free with the link down below. You can see the NBA channel. We got guys talking all about the NBA, including myself here. I'm in the chat, so you can see I said that I think it is going to be Ace Bailey and Filipowski season. Someone was saying that so many guys out resting for Utah, OKC, and Indy. Turned out to be a really good call. I also am sweating my picks from the video here, so we'll see if Jokic can get to 11 assists so we could sweep last video. In the free sections, I'll also post some of our free paid picks in here on occasion in the free channel. And if you guys do want all my picks and picks from a bunch of other cappers we have in here, just posting our favorite picks daily, you guys can use the code on the screen to lock in. Great time now with NBA, NFL, NHL in full swing. Definitely our main sports. We've been crushing them. You could see 9-4 with our NFL Sunday last week. 12-2 NBA day just a few days ago. 10-2 with our Monday Night Football picks. You can see another 10-2 day between NBA and NHL, and some more other massive days like 16-4 on a Monday in all sports. And people are winning here because we're posting those winning picks and those crazy streaks. I've had some insane days where people cashing out a ton. So click the link. Get in on the weekly or the monthly, click that, and then join, and then enter that code here. You guys are going to get in at a great price. Daily picks, just posting our favorite plays. We cover all sports. Great time right now with all these sports we have going on. You guys saw the crazy streaks and runs we've been going on. So we'll see you guys over in the Discord, whether you want to join up in the free chat channels or get access to all our picks with that 25% off. So we'll see you over there. And make sure to check out Parlay Play if you're only playing on PrizePicks. You get $5 free when you sign up with the link down below. You don't even have to deposit. You just get $5 to play with. But I play over here more because the payouts are higher. 3 exact lines on PrizePicks right now, but we're getting almost a 7x multiplier. So your $20 is going to win 138 versus just 120, literally leaving $18 on the table every single time you're playing on PrizePicks versus Parlay Play. And you can get even higher payouts from this using the exact same lines you're finding over on PrizePicks. And you can start with a massive bankroll because they match your first deposit, and you're going to want to deposit just for the higher payouts. It's going to make you way more profitable as a bettor, like it has for me. So check them out for free with that $5. You're going to like them, and we'll see you guys over in the Discord.